Oh, good. Things are working. Excellent. Haha. And this doesn't take a second to load up. Lovely. We are back in the world of Glorion, in the realm of Pathfinder. Wrath of the Righteous. I think I will probably go through my plan. And next week, we'll be dipping back into the world, into the far future. This chapter's taking a long time to finish. I could probably... you know what, no, my luck. I could probably spend the rest of the year trying to do this run, getting this chapter done. Unless the Abyss thing is the end of the chapter. And we got like 1 month to, or where we got left anyway, to deal with any remaining quests. Camilla just revealed that she's actually a psycho killer. Thank you very much, Camilla. Anything away from me in the actual Crusader place, because... Okay. I don't know what this is, but...
Watch out for trouble.
Oh, Daniel's not so bad. Didn't we have a note? Hold on. That's when we had a note. Specimen reports. From laboratory, nope. Nope. Old wine, we already know it. Ellen notes, you drop those off. Not sure what. Could've sworn there was a message from the guy telling us, you need to do this. Go here. Do this. Yes, I didn't do it. Key, cryptic note. Blazing Parfait. I don't know what. Could've sworn this was one of them with a note. Okay. That's Winter Sun, so... I feel like I've looked at the same thing like 9 times. another? Ah, here we go. If you're short about Simon, they're about to shortly find where you are. They're not taking further steps as well without me. Excellent, so that's not an important thing right now. Okay. I wonder why I didn't appear in my quest line. Quest book. I suppose I should go to the keep. And round. Turn round, just silly sausage. I'm here! Hey! Yeah, I mean, there's just so much content in this thing. Ah, person. Ah, Commander, I'm going to report the reorganization of our army is practically complete. It's time for a counterattack. Khorazm then has used his magic to erect a citadel, Storm's Peak, to the south of Dresden to threaten us. We must destroy this fortress, but before we set out, I strongly advise our officers are informed of the tactical approach we're going to follow on the battlefield from now on. Apart from good soldiers and generals, an army needs a doctrine that states how it intends to win future battles. Personally, I would support a cautious, balanced tactic of attrition based on a defensive style of warfare. A decisive cavalry charge is the best tactic I know. Demons are bloodthirsty, but they're not too eager to die for their cause. If we were to daze them with a powerful strike and shake the confidence, they would choose running for their lives over a selfless stand. We cannot change the fact that our warriors lack the demons' individual might, but our discipline and chain of command are superior. The best way to use it is to maintain a tight formation. We move the foot soldiers up front to withstand the enemy's blow, then perform a quick and crushing counterattack. That's how the Taldan phalanx won their battles. That's how we will prevail as well. No matter what bright ideas the general has, no matter what strategies they may devise in advance, in battle a soldier must know how to react. If I were in charge, I would give my officers freedom to act on their own initiative instead of hammering particular tactics into their heads. You're applying the military lacks cunning. You prefer to fight head-on in a situation. That call for guile. I say we make harder use of diversions and sabotage in our tactics. Alright, here's what I think. Our soldiers are brave lot, but they're too fond of fighting in formation on the clear field. We're at war, not a ball game. We need to be more cunning than that, more inventive. In old Securus, we knew plenty of ways to hurt the enemy without attacking from the front. Many of those ways could be useful to our army today. What about Stronghold? Storm Peak is a mountain fortress built by the demon's unholy magic. He chose the location for his base of operations wisely. Not only is it well protected, it also provides convenient attack routes that threaten Dresden. The most vicious battle beasts are bred in the depths of the fortress, which has dungeons so vast they could hold almost infinite number of captives. Why can't we use multiple tactics at once? Train out the troops to follow a new tactic was drilled into their head. Make them remember it better than their own names. If we try to teach our toes conflicting tactics, dissidence will inevitably ensue in the heat of battle. Alas, it's wise to sacrifice a diversity of options in favour of uniformity of action. Okay. Sealer, isn't it rational to rely on a cavalry charge? It's risky, but there are no cowards in our ranks, are there? Fighting demons is dangerous business in general. But in my experience, only a swift and daring cavalry attack will strike real fear into the heart of an enemy as reckless as demons. An army of knights betting everything on a cavalry strike. Yeah, the demons will be amazed at how varied and surprising our tactics are. Regiel? How do the Taldan phalanx fight? First, a tightly infantry formation advances forward. It gives a foothold that threatens the enemy's position and waits the inevitable attack. Upon meeting the first onslaught of a shield wall, the footmen dampen the momentum of the breakthrough. Then, at the officer's command, launched their counter-offensive. After a short charge that tramples everything that stands in their way, a gaping breach appears in the enemy's ranks, and the offensive turns into a rout. Wendell narrows her eyes like an angry cat. If someone tries that on me, I'd shoot their infantry down one by one from 50 paces away. I'd love to watch those armoured, shielded oafs chase me and my archers around the battlefield. I'm not sure if we can take full use of the tactics of the Taldan military. Although the phalanx certainly shows outstanding results, Taldor's infantry trains in fundamentally different ways than our own. I'm afraid that blindly copying another nation's combat style won't yield us benefits we seek. Great Ball. This acquaintance of mine, my colleague, he used to serve as a corporal in the Mulfini army. At some point, they went out on a raid against the Near-Manfi guerrilla warriors, and ran into an ambush, got shot to hell, and chased the enemy deep into the woods. Is it obvious yet that they were being baited? It was obvious to my acquaintance too. So he tells his commanding officer, things looking ugly, we gotta turn back. But the officer dug his heels in. Our orders were clear upon a slightly armored opponent, we had to give chase and dispatch them. Upon contact with a superior force, we had to contain it by forcing a fight and send there for reinforcements. He recited that order to me word for word. He won't forget it till the day he dies. That's what the generals in the capital had decided, you see. Since the enemy had split their forces, we need to move with a large units and crush the weak bands one by one. Looks solid on paper, but when you're out in the woods, in the middle of the night, not so much. Anyway, when they did get ambushed by the enemy force, and contained it by forcing a fight, only my acquaintance and his squad made it out alive. He put two and two together, and feared that no reinforcements were going to make it in time, so he tried to break through. They ran through the woods for 6 days, with the enemy on hot on their heels, but they survived. My acquaintance learned a lot from that battle, so he deserted immediately afterwards and became an assassin. A much safer craft. The point is, no matter what we come up with, you never know how it's going to play out on actual battle, and only those who are on the ground fighting can truly know the best thing to do. So I would trust your officers. I can't imagine your army is commanded by idiots, and give them free rein. Initiative is a dangerous weapon. There are situations where it can be helpful, but on large-scale battles, any display of free thinking, any leeway in interpreting orders, may disorganize the army and throw it into chaos. We should not be destroying the discipline of our troops with our own hands. Wendwog? Whenever we go on a hunt knowing we are up against a mighty beast, we won't rush in and get impaled on its fangs like idiots. First we find its source of drinking water and throw in some poisonous grass, and that would make it sink into the bottom. Next we'd hang bone rattles near its den that would sway in the wind, disturbing its sleep. Only when the beast was exhausted would we ambush it, and cover its hide in 100 bleeding wounds. But even then we didn't go for the kill. Only when the beast was so weakened by the pain and blood loss that it couldn't stand straight to be attacked. That's what we should do now. Use every one of our most cunning and insidious tricks to drain our foe's strength before we will face them head on. Fight like bandits, relying on contemptible rules and dishonorable tricks. That is not how the army of Mendev fight, and we're proud of it. Olbrig. I can't even tell you how many there were. Traps, ambushes, rear attacks, targeted fires. Sicoris may be ruined, but it's in our land. It's still our land, and it can help us in a battle. We use the land to hide from invaders. We use it to lure them into a pit right under their feet. That's how we always fought in Sicoris, and today's generations of fighters will be taught to fight the same way. When the demons came to the land of Sicoris, the locals were no match for them on any front. The only thing we can learn from them is how not to fight. Odan? History shows virtually no prominent generals who disregarded defensive combat doctrine. There are times when letting the enemy break their teeth on your army's formation is more advantageous than going on the offensive yourself. Perseverance oft-times besets valor. You can't win a war by sitting on your hands, especially against an innumerable force of demons who keep pouring out the abyss. We'll strive for victory, live for it. That's the only way we'll put an end to them. Trainable couriers gain the charge ability. The phalanx. The infantry gain the charge ability. Gain the independence feat. +2 goes to initiative, so they strike fast sooner. Debilitating poison ability. Cutting tactics. On the first round of combat, all ranged and infantry units gain +4 bonus to initiative and +2 bonus to attack. And defense get the tough feat. +2 saving throws against disease and poison. Charge is nice. Independence is nice because it gives all the infantry and cavalry and range units gain independence. Gain the independence feat. So they sort of dive bomb in faster. Cunning tactics isn't bad. First round, all ranged and infantry units. I use ranged and infantry a lot more than I do my cavalry. We'll go with Scorus. Our soldiers are sharp. I'll have them trained up in no time. These old guns will soon be jumping at every rustling leaf and scared to take a single step. Well, I believe the military council has reached a decision on all necessary reforms. All that's left to put our army to the test. The siege of Storm Peak. This battle shows the worth of all work we've done. And for an instant, his mask of composure cracks. Then you take notice, he shoots you a look of warning, saying, that says, "Not now." Storm Peak. Is that your quest? Yes, it is. Huh. And it doesn't get finished on this chapter. Darkset magic has built Storm Peak, has reinforced Citadel south of Dresden. The Crusader armies will be under constant threat as long as the fortress stands. Do I have to actually go myself and do this? But if so, I've got like a mega army that can, whoop them. Alright, where's Storm Peak? Dresden, Hamlet, Wisdom, Stone Maze, Sorcerer's Fortress. Oh, that's it. Stone Maze uses magic to raise Stone Peak. Well, where's Stone Peak? Where is it? It must not be on this map. Must be in this location I've got to go as commander. You're yellow. Means you're tough, but not unbeatable. Ooh, nasty units. Tough, but not unbeatable. Decrees. Dragons are done in Relics of Delamere come in next turn, Peaches in 2 turns, and Dragons in 5 turns. Diplomatic connections want me to do stuff. A Bastion to Fortress. Oh, there's definitely some of those down there I can use. Blessing of Basset. Yep, it's not non-repeatable, so it's fine. I also need to do the high alert about this takes 10 days to it. I always do the diplomatic circle thing and then do this. I'm guessing Storm Peak is the one I actually go. Right, we'll go outside then. It might be like a command to go here situation. Oh, hold on. Thought I better go rest. It was not a good fight. Well, there being no pockets in a shroud. I'm not planning to wear a shroud anytime soon. My current clothes suit me well, and they just so happen there are plenty of pockets. Alright, nothing's triggered, so everyone's healed up. Good. Yut. Let's take her with me. Now I think Olberg is pretty good to having a fist fight. Right. Winter Sun, so that you did the half thing. Core of the Riddle is there. Solve 4 puzzles. Bend by the river. I just left it. Hey. Clerics and Rangers. Fire Elemental Creation, yes. Economy, Army, Development. Seriously? Logistics do not get rolled up very well. Logistics is trying to improve itself. There's no way you can try and get this all the way to the end of this part of the campaign game, because there must be more stuff coming. Right, still no sign of this place, so and didn't say the storm thing had to be done this campaign, this part of the game, so we might not even have access to it yet. So, if I take this territory, I need to take this one. Take that one, and we get the territory. Yeah. More rangers. Well, you're heading south. So that gives me a minimum of 1,300 damage now. For that. And thanks to the initiative thing we just got picked up, we do a better job. We have nothing to do with the logistics. Anyway, we gotta try and find, I'm actually looking it up to try and figure out what we're supposed to be doing here. Right. Seagull of Creations questline. We'll go down this wing. And you find Final Veil, I need to find Bone Hills for the slabs. Core of the Riddle, Ravaged Longhouse, League of the Ancients, Place of Execution. Laughing Caverns, and then end. Okay, so let's pull this out because I can scroll faster with this. Chili Creek, Because Unknown, Conundrum Unsolved, Vindic Gale, Ironheart Mode, Primitive Altar, Nameless Ruins, Bloody Trail, Artisan's Tower, Helen's Edge, College, Grave, Ruins, Weddings, Village Ruins, Wakigoto, Bend, Temple, Hell Knight, Broken, Dragon Burial, Grimwood, Crimson Dust, Sacred Lands, Blackwater, Like the Ancients there, Makeshift Lab, Baphomet Shrine, Core of the Riddle, Molten Scar, Ravaged Longhouse. I think I've been there. We have. Okay. Heart of Mystery is there. Befouled Barrows. We can't go any further this way for now, it seems. So, the place we're looking for is gotta be like a bit down here. Maybe it'll tell me on the map what it is. Arizona has found Shrine of Sacrilege. Reveal to me your location. Oh. Been there. Okay, Shrine of Sacrilege. Not a ping. I know I don't do anything right now, but Bone Hills. Now I haven't been there. I don't remember if any place called Bone Hills. So whereabouts? Okay. That looks like Valley of. Holy Christ. According to this Bone Hill place is here. So in this region. Okay. Can I just like fight you instead? I can take you. According to this, I can take you. I don't think I can, but it's nice if I fix it then. See, you don't. Hold on, you got your teleport already yet. Okay, so that's going to be slightly awkward. You have your teleporter. That's fine. No things in construction. Bonehill is well down there. Place of execution. I haven't been there yet. Huh. According to thing, we're looking at someone over here. Alright. We'll teleport over to are you gonna Gorge? Yeah, you're gonna Gorge. Save me a bit of a trip. 20 hours. Attack! We're murdering somebody tonight. Laughing Cavern. I'm not even that bothered about the guys I'm fighting. I'm fairly confident we are actually beyond. My stealth check succeeded apparently. So we spot the enemy, so instead of them ambushing us, we're ambushing them. Yes.
I am yours to command.
Oh! Oh no! Oh! I just rest up, mate. I need to resort my formations out. Why do you do that? Put Aldrich there, put you back here. Yeesh. Seala's fine. Seala's wherever she needs to be. And currently wielding Uber Tiki Sword. I'm just, well, sit here to be honest. I don't think I need to do anything. Found him.
Out of my sight.
Yes. If you could hit, that'd be great. I'm gonna let him take a turn and come towards me. Seala. Use, move, and attack with extreme prejudice.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. No match for me.
Why don't I just kill him? Was fear triggered. Oh look, that's shine behind us. Ambush! You know what? I don't like my
Just
ambush.
have to resort to brute force.
Ambush, wait, this is bad. Can we change our ambush? I don't like this ambush.
I will see to your demise.
My ambush is rubbish.
Cover me, all right?
Help. Ooh, ow. That's right, she's not got the thing, shield on right now. Yeah, I'll look at my inventory while I'm stood here. Main great sword, 1424. 1121. So I shouldn't got it on. She's still got an AC of 29 though. It's pretty good for human.
The light. Take you.
They'll beg me to stop.
Let's say now, if I actually want. It's pretty nice. Your character, what is your actual specking though? Lion hands, Armaday, shield focus mythic, so she has. Wow. Pretty nice. Do you have any sword fighting? No, you don't really have any proficiencies, martial weapon proficiencies, shield focus, brute long sword, critical. So you got weapon focus, long sword. So she's actually best with a long sword. That's a sickle. That's a great sword. That's a long sword. So she actually is better with this. Then with these two. That's still a lot of AC. She has a load of perks on her that give her a lot of points. She actually does best with long swords. Yeah, it's a better thing. Probably should sell this. Doom Killer. Helmet of the Abyss Killer. Doesn't do anything but looks stylish. We're just regenerating. So it makes this fight entirely enough with superfluous because we just heal. And they had rubbish. It's not even worth picking up. It's rubbish. Continue. It's lived for 1,000 years, or more. Right, prepare an ambush. Ooh, these guys.
You need me. Good. This kill is for you.
There's one. Oh, they all do.
Precision and grace.
I feel need to move him, to be honest.
mess up again.
Ow. Blasphemy. Yeah.
I'll rip you apart!
Blech. I'll get him. I am severely not liking my plan to get him now. Let's just stand there and do nothing for a bit. Point blank, fine. Ouch! I believe that's what they say, go away. Man, you know, might as well leave the territory, the zone, and get all the goods. Doop doop doop. Boop. Nope, that says rubbish. It's like, you guys aren't worth the points. I mean, seriously, they're not worth the points. It's like, SWAT. Oh, yep. Up to something now. Dragons? Oh, preachers. Really, the overcome with strong desire to return to Dredge and spend some time in privacy. I'm guessing the Aeon's making a phone call. Nothing else is triggered yet. Oh, let me go south, this way. Double homes available. Oh, maybe to get to there, I've got to go over there. I can't go past these places. Them, yes. Pretty sure I killed them there. Oh, that's coming from Storm Peak somewhere in the south. Right, you guys. I mean, that's too much for you, but... I mean, I could go for it. It only is orange. We do actually have an incredibly large health pool with healing pools. Yep, before I do that, wrong button. I'm gonna name this, go save it. Get him. When he crushes these guys, then I can look at moving himself to get the rest of them. Crushing the next lot. Hey! You know, what's Balor? Oh my god, it's come from Khazad-dûm. Well, that one's the strong guy. You know, I'm still not feeling very good about this fight anymore. What was your first hint? The fact that our strongest guy died. I'm sorry, this was yellow. I don't think I moved from my army. I don't think I got past my archers. My archers went... Wait, that was Stone Peak? I'm sorry. The stronghold has been captured and razed to the ground. The mighty Balor and his army will no longer be able to threaten Dresden from this location. Koramzeden opt to avoid a fight, leaving the citadel in the last moments of the battle. But no doubt that he will attempt to avenge such an affront. Camilla wants to talk to me. I'm not going to say that's a good thing. Right, rank up. No. Ooh, you can make that happen. "14 days to resolve." Oh, sure, let that going. I don't do much else with that one. Most of the things have been relics, and it's like, find a favour for these things. Okay, and just like tweak them. Sure. Dragons still got a while to go. That was apparently Storm Peak. Those things might be... but then again, I didn't even get a chance to use some of my guys, so... We'll do another save. Yeah, I've learnt this one now. We save before we fight. That way if it's like really bad, I can choose not to fight. And choose to go back and get some more men. I mean, this guy's archer squad is getting to the stage where we can like fire a shot and kill even the heaviest dudes in like one hit. Actually, all four. Oh, one squad's dead as doornails. You guys, magic missile them. Nice hit. You guys wait. You guys are casting cloud somewhere. So much for something that thing. You will kill, so. Yeah, you will need it at some point. They can. They got 5 casters. You guys are casting Stinging Cloud, but it's not working. Maybe you're bugged out or something's going wrong. Fire! Yo. I think Stinging Cloud's supposed to be like, ooh, over here, but nothing happened. He might level up. If he's leveled up, that's how he gets some A squad of demons fought back to the last, keeping the Crusaders away from the treasure. Even if it cost them their lives. The treasure finally turned out to be a small, unsightly idol of an infant made of sand and mud. That hideous babe beat the air with his fists and feet, shrieking all the while. His dark skin was inscribed with symbols of demon lord Jubilix, the Prince of Ooze. In the place of his sole eye, a sinister scarlet stone gleamed in its sockets. Unable to destroy the wretched creature, the soldiers took it to the commander. Thanks. Thanks, guys, I appreciate it. Yep, protective rewards, let's boost. Apart from not being able to take strong to take the reds yet, supposedly. I think this links up to go take over here to fight him. So, yeah, okay. Well, I think 53 to get back to there, but it's fine. Quite frankly, actually manage. Do I actually have any build slots in Dresden? Have I not actually built all the things in Dresden? My dear God, I have not. Those headquarters. Yes. Supply center. We need more stuff. Why am I doing that? It's over here. $30, $40. Oop. Price $50. Oh, you're a big boy. Hall of Glory. Go. Ooh, main spellcaster's lodge. I need the other two. I don't really know much of this one. Energy I can't do anything about. It's gonna take time to buy. Come in. That one I have to wait naturally for it to come through. What's my production rate of energy? 22 a day, so if I wait one day I should be able to... I build a main spellcaster lodge next to the arsenal. Ooh, but if I put it here I get bonus damage. Cool. I have not been paying attention to Dresden. I have not. I need. That's why I can't build those temple guard guys, because I haven't got the lodge for them. Right. Enter. Citadel. Because things want me to talk to them. Camilla wants to talk to me. Aeons want to talk to me. I don't know, Dascari wants to talk to me. Actually, that would be funny if I had a little post-it note saying, please, Dascari, please come to meeting place for rendezvous talk. A true Aeon does not experience anger, yet you know anger all too well. Your subordinate's short-sightedness is enough to irritate even the most logical mind. Then, like a foresight, it's frustrating. Followers of many gods have joined the crusade. Each group has its own rituals, taboos and traditions, and each group has strong opinions. They argue and bicker amongst themselves even as they stare danger in the face. You cannot waste time resolving their petty disputes. We need a more efficient solution. Effective solution, like appointing a competent mediators. They can convince the believers that some of their religion's norms do not apply during wartime and that the theological disagreements are inadvisable in the face of the common threat. There are many ways to establish order. The priests of Abadar are adept at eliminating discord among their flock by promoting uniformity of the fort. The followers of Calistocratic philosophy resolve disputes in such ways as to bring prosperity to all parties. Hell Knights of the Order of the Chain have their own methods, but they also act for the common good. Each of these groups is committed to order and could be a representative in future disputes. Abadar is the god of connections between mortals. As the patron of cities and commerce, he welcomes cooperation and frowns on discord. His priests are adept at resolving disputes and finding compromises, as this unity offends and angers their deity. Abadar is powerful and wields considerable authority, as he is allied with the gods worshipped by the Crusaders. Few of your soldiers will ignore the words of his servants. The philosophy lacks an influential patron, so its followers must rely on themselves. This ascetic movement was established by philosophers of Druma. They strive to be logical and consistent in all things. They believe in law and the binding power of agreements. According to their teachings, any conflict can be resolved to a mutual benefit rather than one-sided advantage. Perhaps the ascetics approach of the philosophers will help the Crusaders accept them as impartial arbiters in disputes over religious doctrine. The Order of the Chain of the Hell Knight Order established to protect society from hostile, subversive elements. It safeguards progress and protects civilization from self-destruction. Its motto is, everyone is important. When an individual poses a threat to society, the Order sentences them to hard labor. When society threatens to fall apart, the Order becomes a chain that binds society together with strict agreements, the violation of which incurs severe sanctions. Its words is a reminder of how fragile our civilization is. Increase by 10. All generals gain retaliation of the Chain of Fate. All units deal physical damage to enemies when damaged in melee. Nice. Wealth brings strength. Unit has +1 bonus attack for every 10,000 finance points available in the treasury. If it's a mercenary unit, it's 1,000 material points available in the treasury if it's a tradable unit, or for every 400 energy points available in the treasury if it's a mythic unit. Okay, so it's actually if you're really, really, really rich, you can make your army like money. Wealth brings power. Gotcha. Abadar's Corporation. All adjacent allied units gain a +1 bonus AC for the round at the start of each round. I like the Order of the Chain. Mortals often find direct, forceful methods to solving problems excessive cruel, but logic knows neither cruelty nor mercy. Logic recognizes only expediency and efficiency. You've chosen an expedient solution. Zoop. Commander, weren't you in your room just now? Yes, I was, and now I'm here. Commander, please give this sudden visit. Aniva sent a messenger for me asking to come immediately. There she is. Greetings, Commander. Revered Revet Cleric. A muscular black-skinned man wearing Hell Knight armor is walking next to Aniva. Despite the difference in height, he is obviously nervous around the delicate woman. Looking around and biting his lip. Allow me to introduce Hell Knight Ambassador of the Order of the Nail, Trevor Vennick. The Knight salutes. Greetings on behalf of the Order. Forgive me, I can't stay. Duty calls. I have a pressing errand from headquarters. Yes, it's very urgent. Sosil is silent. His lips are pressed together. He doesn't move. Not even to breathe. Seemingly, the cleric is staring at the visitor. Uh-huh. Trevor Velnick. The Order of the Nail, Commander. Extra chapter. We hunt monsters, destroy various... well, all kinds, you know. I'm sure our guest has the right to be wearing his black armor. However, I think there must be some supply issue in his order. His breastplate is clearly too big and his greaves too small. What? What are you getting at? Nothing at all. We're happy to welcome you to Dresden, Trevor Vennick. Enough! Sosil lunged at the guest. His face is torn with emotion, and you suspect the cleric is about to throw a punch, but he clenches his fist and remains lowered. Who are you? How dare you call yourself by that name, scoundrel? Who, me? I'm not a scoundrel. People always bad-mouthing us. There's a saying, the credit won by a lie only lasts until the truth comes out. Trevor Vennick is a proud knight. I won't put up with that slander. Me? No, it's not true, I swear. Of course not, but how does he know that name? Why is he wearing the black armor? And why do these words? So whisper and you don't hear the end of the phrase. Aniva? Great question. I have no idea. My guys clocked him when he was trying to threaten a merchant with his so-called order to get a horse for free. Then he gave a familiar name. So I decided to organize a face-to-face for the long-lost brothers. You knew it wasn't Trevor right from the off. You saw Trevor when you served in Canabras. Of course. But I hoped that meeting you would make him drop the pretense and crack. Interesting. Sozo watches them leave his fist unclenched and he drops his shoulders. Wonder, where did he come from, and did you hear what he said about the truth and lies? The credit won by a lie only lasts until the truth comes out. This is what they say in Andoran. Trevor used to say it often. Andoran. Say it often. Of course, no one proverb doesn't prove anything, but I feel like the imposter knows my brother. Oh, Sheilin. What's going on? Commander, please, we have to interrogate him. I just had a meeting I didn't even know was happening, and now I'm having another one. My friend, we need to have a serious chat. You see, I found the nature of your mythic power... repellent. Don't misconstrue my words. Wielding such incredible power would be anyone's dearest wish, mine included. I relish every moment that your power encompasses me, when it leads me into battle, when it's unleashed in a single deadly spell that rips through my enemy. And along with that, I can also sense your pleasure when you judge all and sundry for their every indiscretion, great or small. I'm beginning to serve you, and I'm beginning to be concerned for my own future. I feel uneasy being near you, so this is why I wish to tell you, be careful. Go any further and your friends will begin to turn away from you. Is your concern for me, or for yourself? Elegant's mouth turns flinty for a moment. For you, of course, my friend. You are the leader of the crusade. Our only hope in this darkest hour would be calamitous if we lost you. Yes, but you don't like the fact that I can see your lies and trickery. What does that mean? Are you leaving me? No, not right now. I'm simply warning you that you are treading on thin ice. Your power is leading you down a lonely path, and you're following it blindly. What kind of friend would I be if I abandoned you now, even when trying to make you see what was happening? I won't pick these two, so... A wise decision. Think it all over, and then make the only correct choice. Now, if you excuse me. Yeah, she's not happy about the fact that she is chaotic. She's an amulet that hides this, but she is definitely chaotic evil. Or worse, chaotic neutral. Stupidly chaotic neutral is actually worse than chaotic evil. Okay, so now we got to go and question the imposter. Al came back to see what people were talking about. And go to bed. Alright, to the prisons. Go talk to the imposter. Alright, where are you? Come on, Edward Llewellyn. Oh, there you are. Socio right in front of you. You've never seen Socio like this. The usually calm, friendly cleric of the goddess of beauty is furious. And he's shaking the imposter, holding him by the collar with both hands. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak! Speak, you scum! A brother, huh? The imposter cringes. Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man, give me a dozen lashes. The blood drains from Socio's face, his fingers unclench, and he crawls away from the bars. The priest shakes his head. It's like a bad dream or an evil fae folk joke. Please help me make sense of this before I lose my mind. Who are you really? The name's Graham. Abadar knows my last name. He got it all written down, but it's above our rank to know our lineage. The man's lip curled the stain. How are you connected to the Hell Knights? What's my connection? I served them. Well, used to. I was soldier in order to nail. Extirpators chapter, damn them all. Then I ran away from them. I wasn't cut out to serve like that. I wasn't a knight, not even a squire, just infantry. I was sick of getting my back whipped, so I had an idea. I hid the armour at night, and when I got a chance, I just ran. What's there to talk about? The scum just like the rest of the black-clad brutes. What was our captain thinking when he got us hired by them? Maybe he hopes they'd knight him, or maybe he just wanted money. They do have deep pockets. The Order of the Nail chapters, they mostly hunt monsters, you know, dragons or beasts, study them, stuff them. They didn't tell what they were doing in the World Wound. Maybe they decided to hunt some distorted beasts who grew tentacles and horns called the demonic scourge. They, you know, turned into freaks. They don't pay well, but they make you work for every coin. If you do anything they don't like, they beat you with a stick or a whip. They don't pity people at all, even their own, not to mention us. In the year I served them, the unit shrank by half, so I ran away. I want to live too much. I was his valet for a year. Polished black armour, tightened his straps. I was a drudger. All in all, he's evil, that Trevor. A devil of a man. He had me punished so many times. A whip for every slip. You always say, a whip for every slip. You're lying scum, I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother alright. He used to bare his teeth like you do. You scum, he'd say. If your ears don't work, let's see if your back gets the message. That's not true. My lips also took a step back. It can't be. Where are you going when he even caught you? Wouldn't you like to know? I thought I'd go to Mendev, sell the armor and use the money to keep going. Didn't matter where. Maybe the River Kingdoms. Maybe Varesia. I don't care, just as long as it's far away from demons and demon fighters. Where is Trevor now? With the other knights on the pike. I hope they whipped him good for losing his armor. What cleric? Haven't you seen your brother for a long time? Give me the map, I'll show you where the camp was when I escaped. They probably haven't gone far. So his teeth are clenched, his hands are shaking. I don't want to believe that Trevor became a Hell Knight. Please, when you go there, find out ourselves. Let's go, So. He's not going anywhere. Sure, go on. Good luck getting there. Yeah, dude, I'm like a walking battering ram of destruction. If I say we're getting there, mate, we're getting there. Do I have to run all the way back now? I think I do. So Camilla's like, give me the old ultimatum of stop following this path blindly or you'll judge your friends. Which means her. Because, gosh darn it, I want to go around killing people freely. A spirit that goes that nuts won't be placated so easily. In fact, I'll actually get a hunger for blood and will demand more and more blood. So if anything, all she is doing is feeding a habit.
So, how have you described paladins in this encyclopedia of yours, Nenya? I bet it's something like bull-headed and boring warriors fixated on the principles of goodness and fairness. That's how the world sees us, right?
My definition is something like noble warriors, defenders of the dejected and the downtrodden, who display an aversion to evil in all its manifestations. But your version is also good. I'll add it in.
I don't know if she played into that or not. I don't think it's aesthetics going on, so I can like make my guys look like a Doom Guy helmet. Right. Good rest. Now, hopefully set us more towards getting stuff done. Your building's built. Energy saved up. All the good things. In fact, recruiting's available. Shame's got to do a loading screen every time you go somewhere. But, you know. Let's see. Hey, that's means Spellcastle Lodge. Training grounds. Mercy Guild. One. Yeah, I'm gonna build the Mercy Guild yet. Well, yay! Alright. Nope. Blackwater. Nope. Mud Trail. Outpost. Code. Legacy. Pile of things. That camp's here. Well, that's not available yet. Probably in 14 hours. Wolf Riders. So we get, that's how I get church guards. We need the recruitment thing. No, no, no. Eesh. Well, headhunters. Do we have any guys who actually use headhunters? I mean, these guys have to head south to rendezvous to do down here. Do it here. Right, so he's his knapsack on a tree. Right. Befal barrows. Burn down shack. Few places to visit. Right, next day cycle the guys go in. He has bandits. So she has headhunters. They do hit really hard. Oh wow, we got down to 91,000. 91,000. Oof. Yeah, I'm not too bothered. And such because 91, but yeah, 91,000 is a bit of cash, no cash, but at the same time, I can make a lot of money real damn quick. She's not trying to take on a lot of things, but she has 2,000 damage for him, another 2k with him, so between these two they can hit for 2k, for 4ks. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, failed the dirty squealer. And diplomatic corps, I want that one as well. Yeah, we should actually go talk to how the blinking other guys do stuff, you know. Suppose I should. No, I'm supposed to do a pie swap. Now for that, put you in. You're not gonna take much. Just literally sat on top of us. Bum, bum. It's gonna be 9 hours. Oh, let's skip the day. Let's skip the day and things happened. Okay, Commander must be hit there. Reinforcements of Crusaders from the Order of Flaming Lance have arrived, threatened. Their leader, Nistra and Flamefinger, is waiting an audience for the commander. There you go. They'll run away. It'll be revealed that one of the Crusaders is a criminal on the run. 1 year ago, the knight murdered a noble in Neresian and escaped justice. The killer repented and joined the Crusaders' life to atone for his sin. But the daughter of the murdered aristocrat wants vengeance and requests that the criminal be arrested and tried. As for final violence points. Under protection, chaotic, evil, from heirloom, unholy flail. Evil, unscrupulous heir. And 7,000 gold, 5 finance points, materials and points, and energy points. Help out of the demon. Will give me a nice chunk. Lawfully we should do that. Evilly we should do this. Well, this one I should say. No, I'll do that one. Just for fun, let's have a chaotic. There are plenty of repentant sinners in the ranks of crusaders. They are heartened by the promise of a second chance. Well, the guy has joined an army, but he's going to get himself killed. You know, I'm not... Alright, so let's go. We're going to teleport. Because I think it's Land of Yezmosh? Oh, which one's down here? Because this is the one closest to your guy's place, which is here. And that's Lands of Yath Watch, so. And much faster. Ugh, we lost one of our frontline fighters though, so it's a little annoying. You just stand there and wait for them to come for us, you know. It's a set of ash giants.
I'm the best. No match for me.
Do not waver!
Is it? Have I mobbled?
They'll beg me to stop.
Sure, she's also. He has got melee weaponry, so it's fine.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Wow, we just. Blech. There's multiple ash giants down here. What will we do? Dead. Technically, she's the multiple hits 4 times.
Begone, fiend!
You missed.
I'll make short work of this.
I'm not even wasting my magic on
So
these
it
guys.
comes
That's
to this.
what we're dealing with.
Distract them for me.
No
now
match
dead.
for me.
I suppose Sealer's weapon.
A bright future awaits us.
815, 919, 613. I mean, she has a proficiency on this one. So why, you know, let's swap the gear. $919. Problem is, a sickle does more damage by quite a bit. It's unfortunate. But I would really like to have the longsword to get the bonuses. They're not exactly dangerous enemies. And we are sort of burning up time so we can get tricking around so we can get the oh, you are toast. You are so toast. Dun 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 dun. Crush. Well, some strong backup dudes you are. Oh, you are no match. Take your pick. Oh, that one just exploded. Flawless victory. Fatality. General wins. Ooh, she can learn Scorching Ray. That will be useful. She's not the best at that sort of thing, but that'll be useful to give her an ability, a long-range spell attack ability. Hey, Dragons and Gears finished. The worm eggs have been given to the druids. All dragon units gain the druidic upbringing feature. I don't got dragon units, but I like the sound of it. Yeah, well, that one going. Hey, I want sticks. Well, there's actual places here, so. Doopy 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 doop. Soul's unlikely to get a lot of usage. We don't really use him. Hey, there's another scary Volvo in place. They're all dead. Wait, what's that? Do you hear that sound? It's a purple worm! The little more is way down the turn order.
Time to share your treasures. Hot.
But there's a lot of health. Yep, that's a steady unit. Oh! Always go safe on it.
They'll beg me to stop.
Nice hit. Yeah, I might be pointing to actually get a haste going. Oh dear. Wait. Somehow I don't.
To the fray.
I think we'll just be taking out the fight for now.
Fall!
Trap!
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Out of my sight.
There's a hole there.
I'll rip you apart.
Scorching Ray, multiple shots on this one. Actually, where's the Hellfire been? Nice. Fortunately, can't cast more than one spell. And now go punch him in the face, please.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Maybe you can call upon her to actually let you hit something.
I will see to your demise.
Let's go on 19. The monster is dead. Wiping his foot from his face, Celestial looks over the battlefield. It's the extraplators. This enemy must have been more than they could manage. The cleric folds his arms in a short funeral prayer. Do you see your brother among them? No, he's not. I don't see him among these people. The relief is palpable in the young cleric's voice. What do you say about the bodies? They died not long ago. Judged by the wounds, they were killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Looks like the impostor led us into a trap. Yes, looks like it. Let's return to Dresden and... Cleric says, oh Sheila, help me endure this entire story. You know, I don't recognize myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hell Knights, I hate them. I really do. It's sickening, but I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. Why do you hate the Hell Knights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is a disgrace to the entire Crusade movement. Cruel tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others, or who perhaps enjoy it, even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all these atrocities by participating in the Crusades? What does your faith say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. Their cruelty stirs indignation in me. I'd like to believe it's righteous, but they also call their spite righteous anger. I shouldn't be like them. I shouldn't answer evil with evil, but goddess, it is so hard. You really haven't been yourself since that imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother, I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It is a dirty, unworthy desire, but I can't get rid of it. And worse, I think the reason I'm so angry is because I'm afraid he's telling the truth. She looks at Solstice with sympathy. Hold on, brother. If you need to talk, drink, or forget everything, or howl when you grieve for the moon, come to me. I'll support you. War is hard on good people. Let's go. We have to talk to the imposter again. He knows without saying a word. They'll eventually wake up from being eaten.
Ask nicely. This is my kind of work.
Something over there.
I must accept my failure. Time to practice my combat abilities.
Okay. Ooh, Ravenous Great Shadow. Ooh, Training Dagger. Flaming Dagger +1.
Cover me, all right?
Can't use that on you. And I'm not using my other spells. I think it's a great spell, so. Okay, one of those.
No match for me.
I must replenish my powers.
Descend!
My expertise was not enough.
Where's exit the area? Yep, it's exit. I somehow don't think they're gonna find like a mountainous loot, fantastic loot there. I don't think I should really go in and actually pick up all the goods. I know we just left it, but by going over and pick up all the goodies. Oh no, there might be something decent there.
I must accept my fate.
Not sure why we went up the hill.
I need to recover my strength.
Why did we disappear on the hill? Good question. One no like kill like wounds. Sword. Pick. X. Digger. Magic flail.
Please, be careful.
Thing. Yeah, I don't think those people walked
Me?
at 1%. They didn't know they were going to be stuck into a trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, knowledge of the Arcana.
My expertise
The
prevails.
burrow's form is done by an incredibly huge purple worm. So if they didn't know this, then they would never suspected a trap before it was too late. They truly didn't know what was happening until it was right on them. Just like I think the guy we captured planned. The foul burrows. I know we're fatigued and anything, but even if fatigued, we're still better than these guys. I like positioned in such a way like.
Throw it out. They'll beg me to stop.
Ah, we got them back.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Close up. Well, it's mighty good on that guy, so. Actually, yeah.
Precision.
I do like the act of being able to, choose whether or not to hit somebody with my spells.
Without risk.
Begone, fiend!
Ugh. I didn't realize you could do that swift cast wise.
Distract them for me.
I don't have to. You just turned him to mulch.
I'll make short work of this.
So you guys are like heal spells. Cool. Awesome. You know what, that's really spell actually sounds rather useful.
I'll rip you apart.
Watch out for trouble.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna get much out of this. Oh, this is rubbish. Oh, excellent. It's one of these places. Innocent streaks appear in the various skies above the deserted lands. The streaks are not like an ordinary Glorian rainbow, they're more like an oil dropped in water. The sputtering haze in the sky seems to wave along the streaks. Time and time again, one of the commander's party spots some movement out the corner of their eye and reaches for their weapon, only to immediately realize they were mistaken. The ground underfoot turns muddy grey, covered in a dense layer of ash expelled by geysers. Whew. Curious natural phenomena, not uncommon in these parts. In the distance, barrows can be seen appearing only as vague piles of rocks. In the haze, the wind whips clouds of ash into the face of the commander and his party. Along with the ash, the wind ushers a ragged grey clouds that shroud the sky. A giant eye of cloud and blinking watches the commander and his party from above. One can only imagine how insignificant the creatures struggling across the land must seem from such a height. In a break in the clouds, the white of the sky's eyes pulse. It says, ready to burst like a boil. The dark cloud of the pupil grows blacker still. The commander decides to I beat it by like 100 points. You will recall this conversation with the seasoned crusaders. If a giant eye appears in the sky, you must run and not look back. According to the witnesses, what follows is such an omen so horrific, they can rob the newcomer to the world wound of their sanity. Wardrobe observes that in this wind and the already storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air falls with peril. This is no mere storm. What's brewing is something brought by the abyss, and possibly only in the wound. Wardrobe recalls conversation with seasoned crusader. It's the highest mobility game we got. Yay, you got it. Living creatures can be beaten, but one cannot conquer a force of nature. Commander decides to run for cover. The party manages to reach the barrows before the storm swells into full force. Something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with a splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It is white, about the size of a chestnut. In a dark center, and the longer the commander stares at it, the more it seems like something is staring back. The fruit looks serving like an eyeball. The whirlwind of ash stops the party from looking up to see what's happening in the sky. Perhaps a carrion bird was transporting its already rotting prize home. At least, that's what the companions are hoping as they cluster around the milky white eyeball. A second eyeball lands nearby with an unpleasant squelch, leaving only a bloody splash on the ash-covered ground. Two eyeballs cannot be a coincidence. Looming rock, a ledge for which gives the barrels the appearance of a hill, looks like they could come crashing down on the party's head at any moment. However, they do not offer protection from the storm. They do offer protection from the storm. Horrific hail misses the party almost entirely, and eyeballs land around them in a wet cacophony. The land surrounds the barrels looks more like a dumping ground than a burial ground. The storms have bleached skulls and bones, rusted armor, and dented sword. This is a familiar sight. More surprising are the arms and legs of golems scattered around the waist. The once snarling faces of animals are now slack or resemblance to their living brethren. Things that look like horses' carcasses but with broken mechanical legs. Everything is brown with rust and long forgotten. A battle was fought here once. Through the veil of ash, the party struggles to find the entrance to the barrow. Jesus. Successful in doing that one. Yubel sends traces of generation upon generation of Skorans performing rituals between and inside the burial mounds so they to grant their ancestors peaceful slumber. The magical signature unerringly leads them to the entrance of an ash-darkened piece of the casting casing that crumbles under slight pressure. The mouth of the barrow is cool and smells damp and dust, more like the ash that lies. All the ash lies underfoot, pressing the glossy, slippery crust. It's clear that the barrow has been constructed above a cave system. Deliberately carved out corridors stretching off into the barrel's depths leave room for a natural passageway. The wind wailing through the stalactites of the dark carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human cry. Help me, help me. The party strains here and decides to over at Wendawag. The longer Wendawag listens, the more the voice changes. One moment it sounds like a desperate cry for a child, the next piercing ragged scream of a woman. The next bird song, it cannot be ruled out that she is hearing only what she wants to hear. Yeah. I'll show that one. You can't ignore the cries of help, and the party rushes for the sound. Frequently looking around for enemies on traps. A strange thing, the closer we get to the voice, the less distinct it please become blurring into the grinding screech of a rusty mechanism. The only passage leading further into the barrows finishes in a dead end, a spacious cavern, the walls decorated with frescoes have almost entirely faded over time. Before the companions have a chance to decide whether to look for a door or turn back, the cave floor, which seems solid and well trodden, ash, vibrates and begins to ripple like water. One after another, the commander's companions are sucked into the thick, ashy mass like they stepped in the quicksand. I understand that panicking is pointless. Assessing the situation and forming a plan of action is much more useful. When they stop struggling, they notice that the quick ash seems to loosen its grip and turn. Below, they hear a strange noise like grinding metal. Could there be a mechanism drawing the quicksand downward? The exit from the cave is still too high up, and now the party have only one option: route down. The party floats in the quick ash like water and manages to slow their sinking precise movements. The composure giving them time to think about what to do next. Nope. The crawling man's resistance vanishes as expected. The coming out of his eyes and senses he is free fall. Through the gloom he sees what appears to be sticking out of the parallel to the ground, managed to grab hold of the wood and hang on suspended from it. Suddenly everything jolts into action. Dozens of daggers, swords and spears spring out from all sides, whistling through the air. But this is no enemy ambush. The weapons are being brandished by the pistons, and loudly scraping gears of a giant mechanism. The spear that saved the commander was also so rusted in its position that it no longer able to move. The party has found itself in the heart of a giant metal flower growing up out of the ashy quagmire covering the floor. The orang, built by the Forge of the Abyss, tries to close its petals, crushing, mashing and crushing its victim to pieces, but years of lying dormant in the darkness have taken their toll. Its articulations move with a soul-shuddering screech and become easily jammed. The mummified bodies of unlucky crusaders can still be seen hanging, speared on rusty blades. If the commander wants to avoid their fate, he must. Even a magical mechanism is still a mechanism. From above, the commander has a good view of the Unrag's inner workings. A large toothed wheel is set into motion by gear shafts. It all becomes clear. If the gear shafts were to be jammed, the movement was stopped. The commander's almost out of time. Another few minutes and it'll all be over. Realizing that a simple escape isn't possible, the commander decides that try jamming the orang, the main mechanism, in the heart of the flower. He looks around for something sturdy and finds a tower shield. As she died, the female warrior had tried to pry the tower shield but did not save her. The clothing petals pinned her to the shield furthermore, and together as one whole. The commander plants his feet against the shield and pushes, trying to dislodge it, but he doesn't even move an inch. The body of a paladin clutching a warhammer in his hands of bone hangs from one of the Orang's hammers pointing directly upwards. The commander is lucky that this warrior chose to meet his death with weapon in hand. The commander drags the body towards him and grabs the hammer, but the servant of the knight's grip is still surprisingly strong, and refuses to relinquish the weapon. The bone arms are easily ripped from the skeleton's shoulders, while still holding the hammer. The commander tosses it into the heart of the orang. The hammer falls, sparking off gears and getting stuck between them. With furious screeching and scraping, the orang tries to grind up the hammer, but it cannot. A tremor travels up the petals, and there's a deafening cracking sound, and the orang stills forever. After carefully extracting themselves from the clutches of the broken orang, the commander's party find themselves up to their knees in ashy sludge once more, but this time it's only harmlessly squelched under their feet as they walk. A dark breach yawns before them, and the cry of the commander heard at the entrance of the barrows rise up again. Since there's no route, the commander decides to a prayer thanking the crusader who helped them and their fellow soldiers even in death, and asking for forgiveness for not treating their bodies with the respect they deserve. He feels warmth suffuse him, and like the dead truly are with him, and wishes the party good luck on their onward journey. After all its ordeal, the party finally goes up to the surface and emerges in a small chamber. Pipes protrude from numerous openings dotted all over the walls, and they connect to a small box adorned with Baphomet's symbol. The box cries out, producing high, plaintive noises that, when carried through the pipes, begins to sound something like "Help me." The commander knows that this was just another demonic mechanism created to lure crusaders into the barrows. He smashes the box, scattering the small bolts and gears across the room. Silence reigns. There are no secrets left in this place now. Hey! Choose your own adventure. Excellent, managed by accident. I want to enter. Doing all day though, that's finished. That's good. Well, prisons. Because we gotta go talk to the prisoner who sent to try to a death trap. Were you expecting me to be dead? I think not.
Keep your calm.
Hello, Graham. Well, did you talk to Expeditors? Expeditors, they're all dead. That's a shame. I think I'm welling up. It was a trap. You were hoping the monster would kill us too. Again, you can say what you like. But where's the proof? You can't scare me. Listen, do you understand the situation you've got yourself into? You're wise not to antagonize us. You should help us and hope that after everything you've done, we still find little mercy for you. Ha! Mercy. I'd be a fool to believe that lie. I know how kind you and your brother are. My whole back is covered in scars because of his mercy. It's not true. It can't be true. What really happened? See, lawful, it's like, oh, there's a noose waiting for you. You know there's actually evil? Or I'll give you someone who can make you talk. Yes, you could do that. Alright, I got nothing else to do. Your bars are strong, locks are good. You got me. I'll hope for your mercy. Well, listen, this time I'll tell you how it was. I was soldier fighting the Expeditors. That wasn't a lie. I was a valet for that scumbag Trevor. It would be hard, but that was a long time ago, before the demons took him. Took him? How? Where? How do you even say such a thing? Keep listening. Don't interrupt me. We were hunting a chimera back then. It's an easy job for Expeditors, even with all the demonic freakishness the wound gives a chimera, we were driving towards your boy Trevor. He was preparing to attack, and then a demon appears. Huge one, scary, with a black mask. Bam! Rips one knight to pieces, bam! There goes another one. And then the demon looks at Trevor and says, "This one is good. I'll take him." And he picked him up like he weighed nothing and vanished. Well, what can we do? The demon was chopping up knights left and right. Center, what can we do? We turned and ran, and the rest of our guys called up to us. They executed a few of us on the spot as a warning and made the others slaves, live bait for the monsters. Slaves don't live long. Only 3 of us survived out of the whole unit, and no one has seen Trevor since. Marenta? She and Trevor were sleeping together. Well, when they were drying Trevor off, he dropped his shield, so she picked it up. Like to remember him, I'm telling you. Yeah, those two deserved each other. When Trevor was gone, that crazy beep wanted all of us to be executed, the whole unit. Paralictor refused to waste people. He said he would be useful as slaves. She made a scene and then transferred to another unit. Good riddance. A real devil. Didn't go easy on anyone. Beat is good. The knights respected him, and his ordinary infantry were afraid to show our face to him. You deaf? I told you no one knows. A demon dragged him off. A demon with a black mask. As to where and why, you'll have to ask the demons. You saw them happen to them. They died. Don't care. I'm not going to cry about them. They kill a lot of beasts, but there's always someone stronger. That demon wiped them out. All the ones who ran survived. I think they were going to go to Canabras. They want to pretend to be refugees and then wing it. Do you want to catch them too? They're probably somewhere near the creepy church where the undead used to be. I heard they planned to build a shelter there to stay away from the local commander. Yes, I have. So it's true, my trouble betrayed everyone we believed in. Point running away from the truth. The others only confirm his words, although it probably wouldn't hurt. Excuse me, I need fresh air. I'll leave it there for now. Could have him executed. So a demon in a black mask popped out when this one was good and nicked Trevor while pretty much one hand festing everybody else. Damn. So now I'm going to go to Heal Kibble. Where's my brother? No, over here. Oh yeah, hold on, no. Hold phone. We'll go to Citadel. The Order of the Lance Flaming Rose Landscape are here. And you talk to them. Say hi. You know. Be polite and all. Hello. Nistra, hail Knight Commander. A young woman in knight's armor doesn't walk so much as bursting as a hole, striding up to you and dropping gracefully to one knee. Nistra Flamefinger at your service. Her Majesty Queen Gallifrey has done me the honor of naming me the new leader of the Order of the Flaming Lance. From this moment on, I and the Order are at your disposal. All Crusader orders rely on bastion of steel or blessing from above. We reject neither, but our primary weapon is magic. Mystic spellcasters and researchers of the supernatural gather under our banner. Mia, the scholar of Canabras, but she left the sea long before the demons attacked. She has officially been reported missing. Many people think she dead. However, if I may be allowed to speak freely, hardens and fury sparks in her eyes. Sister Mia has always placed her personal curiosity above the needs of the order. I venture that she's willingly absented herself from Canabras, now alive and well conducting research somewhere, having completely forgotten about the crusade. I'll leave it to you, portrait of a stern-looking half-elf woman printed in grey paper. This is what she looks like. If you find her, alive or dead, the order will be grateful for the chance to pay her their respects, or put her on trial for desertion. Manner? Ah. We found... So that's who that is. The elf is. Okay. We gotta head to Wintersong. Alright. Well, I'm almost... Oh, I'm back in the room again. Oh. Commander, the capital needs you to take decisive action. There's been a major scandal. The nation of Andoran, our diplomatic partner, has sent an army to help the crusade. However, this apparently a generous gesture is nothing more than a political provocation. The Andorans noticed that the emerging rapprochement between Mendev and Shelax had been jeopardized. They wished to widen the divide between Nerosian and so they have deliberately sent their army to our territory without our approval. If Mendev accepts its help, it will cool our relations with Isga and the Suzian Shelax. The Royal Council commands, as they expect, you to reject the Andoran aid, direct them towards Her Majesty's court, where they are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Unfortunately, we can't disregard the decision made by Her Majesty and the Council. But those Andorans didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since the Nerosians forbid them from joining our army. Come now, Lady Konomi. All this suspicion? I am sure that the Andorans are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends. If the whole deal is about them being Andorans, they should just stop being them. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries, problem solved. Isga is protectorate of Chelax, and the Andoran and Chelax have a long history of feuds. For the Andorans, the highest values are freedom and equality, and for the Chelaxians, it's order and hierarchy. As if the two countries were made to be at odds. The fact they are both allied with Mendev doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. For the time being, Nerosian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with the Egorian, the capital of Chelax. No one is cutting ties with Andoran, no. It's just that the relations have cooled somewhat. It's common occurrence with the politics of major powers. When you ruined the carefully devised deal with Isgar, Chelax's protectorate, and did not call for their help, you sent a message to Andoran. The alliance with Egorian is not as strong as before, act now. As a result, they resorted to a provocation. Either Nerosian accepts their forces, thus aggravating Chelax further, or risks diplomatic row. Hopefully the advice you're about to hear won't lead to an undesirable war. Sorsil? I come from Andorra myself, and, as Shaylen is my witness, I wish I could offer another solution. But we have sworn an oath for Her Majesty. If Nerosian doesn't wish to see Andoran troops on Dresden, we have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not just some political conflict, it's a battle for the fate of Golarion. Everyone is entitled to do their part. What a touch of bashfulness. You're proposing we behave like daughter of a noble family, who wants to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maiden in order. Darian, should we go with Andoran? Does it become us to reject aid for our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense sins of pride, envy, and yes, a whiff of There's Covetous too, coming from the direction of Nerosian, but there can be no place for sin on a crusade. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery, your jest will lead to diplomatic disaster. Oh, perhaps not. One thing I can say for sure. This was a bold move by Andorran. They are willing to invest much in this cause. Our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I never was fond of Shellacs anyway. I don't like their practices, or their wine. Waldriff? I know a guy or two with connections in Merc circles. It's a bit creepy, but they keep their word. It'll take 5 minutes for them to turn an Andorran army into a mercenary company. They'll deal up some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix you up with the banners and the uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books for the local mercenary guild. Even the fussiest clerk won't realise they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andorran regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we've accepted our new friends into our army. Clever. Meh. Lady Konomi? Firstly, because it's the wish of the capital, and secondly, you do understand that the situation is larger and more complicated than what you can see from Dresden. It'd be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Chalax at the moment, and Andorran is pushing us to do directly that. Exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses. We are guided not by consideration or our own benefit, but the good of your army and the entire crusade. No dice. When they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us that garbage about compensating us later. The authorities will do whatever, whenever it's fleecing time. And then what? The people back get nothing back. Compensating my tail. $6,000 points, footmen, champions, seal bearers, spearmen, and conscripts gain the Andorran equipment feat. Bonus 3% max HP. It's pretty nice. Darian's effect will give us 28 Hellish Knights. And everyone else gets the excellent horses feat. Yeah, 3 AC. We get 28 Hellish Knights. And all mercenaries get the attracted by fame feat. And then the Lady Konomi, we get Cruisers, 30 champions, 30 marksmen, and Crusader morale increased by 20. This one's nice. This one's nice. Same time, it's like I would love to say no, go with Social's idea, which is gives us 3% HP. This one nets a whole load of units. I mean, I do like the idea of getting 30 champions and 30 marksmen to add it to the big guy's army, so we can start smashing more demons down, and thus allowing us push further into their territory. Darian just wants to provocate a fight. It's only really these two I really like the idea of. I mean, that's compromise. That's good. We'll accept the goods, but we're not going to have their soldiers. So it's a bit of a compromise. It's like, we're not going to accept the soldiers, which is what Nerosian wants us to do, but nothing says we can't accept their goods. But I do like the idea of 30 more champions, and it gives me 20. Okay, we'll take this one. With that meeting adjourned, I doubt there will be need to assemble a diplomatic council anytime soon. Deal with all the internal fuss and squabbles with foreigners. That is, to resolve important political matters. For the time being, Dresden will be left to its own devices. Well, I got a load of dudes, so... yeah, I could probably just join the old guys thing, but you know, I had to toe line on this one. Yeah, absolutely appeared. On parade. I need more energy. Energy. Yeah, maybe a day or two. And what about this? Ooh, nice. Go. We are seeing not a chance. Shutdowns are nice though. I mean, they hit like a bricks. But I'll take the 13 marksman. Church guard clerics. Just spawn Somerset. Oi, I was promised. I mean, he's got 151 of the guys, so. Okay, I was promised church guard, other dudes. You gave me those guys. Wow, we're still not enough out punch to across the demon armies. Guess we have to wait 7 days for a new recruitment drive. Nice. I know I can do that. I don't know what my reserve is, but I've been boosting up. Reserves. Turn to reserve for retraining. I don't get access to my reserves. I don't know what that does, but the bonus apparently is not going to move up. Nothing in events, nothing in decrees, but these guys. Then you got experiments. So I guess we're now moving our guys. Faded back to Dresden. So back to Canabrus, which is going to take a while to get there because it's a long trip. Didn't get me marksman. Well, I'm getting 50 marksmen from the letter thing, so yeah, now everyone's stopped pestering me for stuff. Paying the price of knowledge in the streets. Wait, that means that the lady, Flame Fist lady, is on the map somewhere. Because we met the half mad elf. Yeah. Right. Hanley Herto, Captain Odan, Devil, Horse, Sia, Kanumi, Storyteller, Stranglehold, Druid Trader, Weaver, Thousand Weapons, also Blacksmith, Nistra. Probably go to the Storyteller first. We did pick up an envelope, a letter, page of the book. And let's face it, we're planning to open a breach away to the abyss, breach the abyss under our feet, so no piece of evidence from the past I've forgotten. Right, not enough yet to. Okay, so not enough yet to trigger his next memory. So he found a page of a piece of the stuff they're now using to enhance the demons. Thank God they didn't discover this trick a long time ago. This was like ages ago. There I come. Why are you calling this a flame finger? Now you're holding a slate tablet in her hands and coding occult symbols and diagrams. Not sure what she's calculating, but she's clearly not getting any of the answers she wants. She uses curses under her breath, wiping off some of the symbols and writing them anew in chalk. Looking up from her calculations, Flame Finger notices you and sits up ramrod straight. Greetings to you. Now, she obviously enjoys answering this question. She holds up her hand and flames spark out the life of her fingertips. I'm a mage. I do not conduct my experiments in a laboratory, but on the field of battle. That's why Queen appointed me to lead the Order in this time of war. Most created rely on Bastion of Steel and blessings. We have mana, magics. I understand that you and Mia weren't on the best of terms. Whatever terms, Sister Mia, and I may have been honest, not bearing this matter. She was always a brilliant scientist, mediocre knight, and utterly lackluster leader. The Order's success, or rather the lack thereof, during her leadership speaks for themselves, as does her outrageous absence from the Canabras. Absconding from Canabras. I found Mia. She's on a cliff near Whitesong. She's studying the runes on the bark of a petrified tree. She doesn't look entirely healthy. I know, so she's alive and well and absorbed in her research. As I thought, I will set off immediately, Commander, to arrest her desertion. I also request your presence. Oh, I'm going there first. It'd be nice if I could just like teleport to Canabras. I mean, that would be very beneficial for us. I think it sounds like the rest because I said skip a day. So they're considering resting. On the plus side, we're getting XP. Not leveling up anytime soon. Oh, actually, no, I'll need... Might... No, we'll pick him up because we'll go back up towards Dresden and down to Canabras. Sometimes you just can't save everyone. No, in this game that's not the case that sometimes you can't save them all. I mean, you can try, but you can't save them all. Oh, okay, never mind, I thought I'd go back to Canabras. Turns out Lost Chapel is literally down the road. So, we're heading for Canabras? No, Lost Chapel is literally down the road from us. Oh, well, that's handy. So where will they set themselves up? I guess 5 feet from where I stood. I'll let left loop behind. I'm not sure how I get there. Pair of wounded fugitives sit wrapped in a rag near barely smoking fire. A half-elf man and a dwarf woman. There's a mixture of revulsion and sympathy on Sotil's face. As a moment of hesitation, he walks up towards the fire. Did you escape from slavery among the Knights of the Order of the Nail? What? No, revered cleric. We know nothing about any... Stop playing dumb. They know all about us. It's obvious that Graham rat us out. The scoundrel. Damn it, we're done for. Half-elf looks at you wistfully. He's clearly raised part of his life. Looks at you silently. There's a storm of emotion on his face. He opens his mouth to say something. Then a deep breath, closes it again. The cleric obviously doesn't know where to begin. We did. Not on the order proper, of course. Just hired soldiers. First we served for money, then they made us slaves and we worked for free. We deserved to be punished. Because of us, the only good person in the damn order perished. It's true, we hadn't have lost our nerve back then. What do you say about Graham? Complete scumbag. The Hell Knights hired infantry and no followers of Sheila. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. Last to fight, the first to eat. Always ready to pillage, rob civilians, steal from the corpses, there's nothing he wouldn't do. And he drank like a horse. One of the knights, probably the best of them, he made Graham his valet. Tried to make him a better person, but no effect. Graham's quit drinking though, but he's still scum. I had a saying. He said Graham changed his gold for copper coins. I'm not sure there was anything golden about Graham. Rustmore like. Master Venick tried to see some good in him. It's a pity he died without finding any. Change his gold for copper coins? A proverb from Andorran. Tell about the death of the night you escaped. The order we served hunted monsters, you know, manticores, basilisks, sometimes even dragons. But this time their instincts were wrong. Yes, they didn't expect that beast to come off guard, and before we knew it, half the unit was dead. They tried to fight back, but we... What about us? For us, it was a chance to be free. We ran towards Carnarvon. Nobody there would care where we come from, or who we served. But Graham was braver. He took armor from a corpse and went to mend it through Dresden. It's probably where you picked him up, right? Tell me what you know about Trevor Venick. Master Venick? The dwarf looks down. We served under his command. He was an amazing man, a true hero. We heard he came from somewhere in Andorran. Not for profit, like us. No, he had one goal, to rid this world of demons. I always thought he was too good to be a Hell Knight. Such a man should have been a paladin. But who are we to question our commander about his life choices? Anyway, he made his way in the world. In half a year, he was promoted from squire to a knight. Went for the trial, and earned the right to wear black armor. Basically that same word. What kind of person was he? Strict, demanding, towards others, but towards himself above all. And, despite his strictness, he was a kind man. He just knew that discipline was required if we wanted to survive here among the demons. He'd work as hard. He could thrash the hide off us for wrongdoings, but his strictness saved many lives. Yes, he often talked to us about his brother. According to him, he was a real saint. But even if only part of what Master Venick told was true, his brother was a decent man. Not a fighter, not a hero, an ordinary village priest somewhere in Andorran. A man who seeks no glory but just does everything he can to help others. Celsius looks away. Master Venek idolized him. He used to say he would never be as good as a person as him, but at least he would win this war so his brother wouldn't have to see it. I don't know what kind of person his brother really is, but I remember one thing. He used to say, when you go to a war, leave your heart at home or you'll taint it. I think his heart was really stayed there, with his brother in Andoran, among those orchards and vine groves, clean and pure, while his body was drowning in mud and blood here. She was Master Venek's betrothed. When the demon dragged him away, his shield was left on the ground. Marenta took it as a keepsake. I don't know what he saw in her. She was angry like a devil. But with him, even she seemed to become a bit kinder. But once it was gone, she turned into a real Inris. She wanted us to be executed for cowardice, every last one of us. And when the commander said no, she left for another order. I don't know what happened to her after that. What happened to him? We killed him. That's not true, it was a demon that killed him. We could have saved him, but we were cowards. I'll never forgive myself. We were hunting down a chimera, and Master Venek and the other knights were supposed to kill it. And suddenly a terrifying demon in a black mask appeared out of nowhere. He roared something like, "You'll do," and grabbed Master Venek, and then he ran straight at us. We should have fought and taken him back, but he panicked and scattered. And when we came to our senses, there was no sign of them. We were made slaves as punishment. They said that if we couldn't fight us honorably in formation, we'd atone for our crime by doing the dirty work. They made us dig trenches, carry baggage, and in the battle they'd send us ahead to strike the monsters as bait. We dropped like flies. Out of all those who were on that damned hunt, only 2 of us survived. 3 if you had to count Graham. Wait, so was he killed or abducted? Nobody found his body, it's true. But no one saw him again either. What could the demons have done to him? They must have devoured him. Hopefully it was quick. What do you say, Sosiel? Sosiel? So you are... No one saw the body, right? So maybe I still have a chance of finding my lost brother. Thank you for your words. You have given me back my hope. Take this. A healing potion of food, some gold and letter. Show the guards and gate Canabras. Think of... Well, I gotta do lawfully. I thought I was too kind a man, but I'm not going to collar you. Report to Dresden and atone for your sins by fighting demons there. I'm gonna let Sosiel handle this. It is his brother, and this is their thing. So, if he wants to give him a bit of cash, bit of cash, and such, and let him take the chances of getting to Canabras, go for it. Graham, on the other hand, scum. It seems I knew very little about my brother and about myself. Bye. I've always looked up to Trevor. I thought I was weak and tried to be like him. But he has fallen so low, then what could happen to me? What do I know about myself and my limits? If this war made a Hell Knight out of him, what will I become? How do you feel? You're actually strange in the entire conversation. Excuse me. I was frightened. More frightened than I've ever been fighting any monster. Even more frightened than when the demons destroyed Canabras. I was afraid of what they would tell me, and now I've heard it all. It's truth. I can't wrap my head around it, but at least the fear is in the past. What I was most afraid of is true. It hurts so much, and still. This pain is easier to bear than uncertainty. Thank you for being with me. Had I been alone, I probably wouldn't have said a word. I'll go this one. Yes. Thank you for continuing the search with me. Even if he's in the abyss, dead or alive, I'm sure that we will find him. I found out the truth, but I'm not sure what to think of it. Trevor fell as a paladin. But did you hear what these people said about him? He was the best of the Hell Knights. My head around it. What do you make of it all? How much got you this one? Your brother was a real hero. This top one, your brother betrayed his goddess, even worse, betrayed your faith in him. It's like, yes, it's good what Sosale thing about being good for Paladin, but is that right? Your brother hoped to keep his heart pure, but he couldn't. Alas, this happens to many people in war. Practical, but not quite there. This one is more like support your brother. So really, your brother's a real hero. He might not have been able to shine among the paladins, but he found a place where he could make the world better. Exiled from the paladins, become the best among the Hell Knights. This is not what he dreamed of, but at least he saved someone, changed some lives for the better. Isn't that the true calling of a hero? The most important point is he might still be alive. I don't know what demon in a black mask attacked him, and where he was taken. It scares me to imagine what they did to him there. But he might still be alive, and that means my hope is still alive too. Thank you for helping me find the truth, whatever it was. Great, now can you put 2 zeros on that? XP reward, please. No, I can't be bothered trying to run all the way over there to try and get that loot. Right. Sosale. Yep. 39 hours. Sosale out. Where's when we're fighting a curse, so we'll put him in. Doop 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 doop. Windy here. Cave. Is that it? No. Meadow ladies around here somewhere. There it is. See, dig down the carting round. I can go over there because yeah, it's close there. You know, I want to foam up first before we get there. Oh good, no, they've actually put it in the right formation. Is it change? Arista. Sister Mia Mia, as I suspected, while everyone thought you were dead, you were happily to spit upon your vows, your commands in the crusade, all for the sake of satisfying your own curiosity. You are staying on our movement, you are hereby arrested for desertion. Take shelter in the briars, lay thistles on your bed, bitter, bitter wolfberries. Quit acting a fool. You'll come with me willingly, or else I'll force you. A barely discernible whisper touches your mind. It sounds like a rustling of ice, sand on ice. She belongs in this place, mortal. She will stay here. You will not save her, leave her or kill her, and go on your way. Or else you will stay here in her place. Sirin, you desire to know who I am? I will allow it, but this knowledge is not without cost. Oh no. A terrible figure, a petrified skeleton with branching horns, seems to grow out of the ground in front of you. Mortals, be gone from this place. She is mine. Leave her to me. Who are you? Sibre. I was a druid of the Norse chorus long ago, before the surviving magic users brought disaster upon us themselves. While this land was alive, I protected it with my life. When the time came for it to die, I followed it into death. Our forest held secrets, ancient secret truths. The demons brought fire, fresh, and wood burns as well as each other, but stones do not burn. We turned our trees to stone, and stood next to them as stone guardians. The insolent foolish mortal came here seeking the secrets of the old forest. Well, I allowed her to glimpse them, but these secrets have come at a cost. To preserve them, to escape the fire into the embrace of stone, we paid with our lives and souls. It is only fair she should pay the same price. On the same side? Of what? The front of where your foreign invaders began battle with invaders from the abyss? Or mutilated lands? No, mortal. I may despise you less than I do the demons, but I am on the one side and you are on the other. On another. Eh. Good. I don't have the lich path. This makes me wonder if I like to go a character with a lich in game here. Because of the stage, I mean, liches would be something like undeads all over the place. It would be really interesting. Actually, it would be interesting to see how the other guys would react to having a lich. Having a lich in charge. I will have to make a character with neutral evil, neutral evil persuasion, and take them to Dresden and see what happens. She's not yours, monster. If you won't release her willingly, I'll free her by force. Go on then, try.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Play Similodon. What's his other than being undead? Hit 28 dice. Exception, adamantine, bludgeoning, adamantine. So slashy doesn't work, but bludgeoning weapons on the other hand do a lot of damage.
No match for me.
Plague Storm. That's less than ideal. Oh great, he's immune to destruction.
Time to share your treasures.
The light take you!
Great. know what? I'll go Snake Fire. Because I ignore my people. Well, that freak was dead already.
Simply business.
Yep, get in there, big guy.
Night.
Oh, that's actually very handy because he has a. He happens to have, if I look at his equipment, I happen to give him a flail. Rather poignant, given his opponent.
Remember my name, Wenduag.
Wow.
Cover me, all right?
You're evil, so
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
you know, life doesn't death here, but yeah, not that much health, mate.
It's your time to cease to exist.
We need a way to get to him. There's too many guys around him, I can't actually get to him.
You're in my way.
I might have to move somebody out of the way. Seriously?
I'll rip you apart!
Right. So we got stuff running, lots of restoration around. Sheila's pretty good at thumping these sort of guys.
No glory without risk.
I have Scorching Ray, so not the best, but
You had your chance. Simply business.
I move people on the way, so I can still get him. Well, he got knocked over though.
They'll beg me to stop!
Okay, hoping this will.
The light take you.
Oh, my face. No, that was very unkind of you. I'm going to now shoot with force bolt.
It's your time to cease to exist. You're in my way.
Oh yeah, yep. Greyball can he not attack because he's...
You had your chance.
So we can't
Simply business.
get to him. Apparently. Well, he zapped himself in the face, so that's fine. Hey, he comes to life. Ooh. Land dark moans, wind Gray's song, muttering something stifled. Muriel drops to her knees while the dust grasping handfuls are pouring it from one hand to the other. What a sorry sight. Get up, Sister Mirame. You must stand trial. Me who? Sane or not, desertion is crime, but she is in no state to be at the front. Send her Nerosian. Look me in a self-pass judgment on her. Well, yeah, she's nuts. She's batty. Like, completely batty. Well, we're gonna punch this guy soon, but we couldn't get to him. No. Closest core staff 2. High armor 4. Shapeshifter's helm. Oh. Well, wild shape. Nice. Ring of 2 and the cloak of 2. Well, that's actually not a bad prize. Where's the closest exit? There's an exit here. Exito. Ah. Hey, where's Darian? Right. Guess what? You gotta do something to some more people. Paul.
Let's get to the exciting part.
Oh, I think it's exciting enough watching us spin around in circles. Whee! She's happy. Well, I've got enough diamond dust to do this, but...
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
I have great restoration, I don't have restoration. But it's a handy spell to have. Great is better though. There's very little great restoration won't heal. So yay. What else new then? Call for reserve. Cool. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll go with that. Call for reserve, baby. I don't know what I turn into. You know what? Let's give it a... Ta-da! Army strength 5 with 4. The army equipped with units must come in your cause. An event has popped up. Report! Particularly demonstrated conflict with Adron, fresh corps of troops plunge. Of lesser importance is headed for Dresden. So, campaign wise, what just popped up? Strength of 5, they said. Cool. Ah, there's me marksmen and me champions. There's marksman champions there. But not the only squad there. Okay, that's not a bad squad. A squad of 1 there, so that's be... Right, and then... You there, 8. You will then drop off. Marksmen as champions, so we now have we nearly do 4k. Actually, no, it'll be 5k in damage. That's a lot of firepower. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of firepower. Enough to start making these guys turn yellow. Take 440, so it's a long trip. Be nice if I had a little batch of most common units in my armies. And he has got the Hell Knights. Nope. 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 It is. So, okay, that actually might be a thing to have. We don't have to worry about this too much because, quite frankly, the both squads are things. So that's puts them a little stronger, and even more champions. I want to map it so I'll go quick. Yeah, that yellow. Happily, I have the orange, so... Okay, that might be a thing to help get rid of some of these lesser... I don't know, cure... not the best to be honest. Not you, not you... You. You know, this will be handy just to dismiss some of the armies that are just stuck there doing absolutely nothing. Ooh, hello men. Edge Knights. Yeah, they didn't have a squad with these guys in it. No, they got Infernal Cavalry. That's fine doing that because I don't mind reducing the number of squads I have on the field. I have a funny feeling my decrees, I'll have a new call for reserves decrees. In 7 days I can call for reserves. $2,000. An army of strength of 2,900 will be made. That's a lot of reserves I put in. It wasn't cheap on the old points, but I can afford it. Ooh, that's a lot of points. So opposing leadership points, military is going to that, so military can still go higher. Yeah, but actually makes it bigger. Well, that's all fine. We've got to do the letter. Which will net us another 50 marksmen. A lot of marksmen. There's a lot of marksmen. We don't actually feel tired because we oops, something triggered. Decrease. Logistics reform. Rank up. Logistics reform. Currently, I really not others. Relics. Yeah, that's going right now for turns. Giants! A progressive alchemist by the name of Zelgfont ran a series of experiments in an attempt to improve the potion or legendary proportions. But something went wrong. The soldier who tasted it, his creation, cannot return to their natural form and have grown quite dim. However, the alchemist assures everyone that no harm has been done since the giants are more useful than ordinary soldiers, and the usefulness of intelligence in a soldier is debatable at best in the first place. Work for the giants. Increase by 1. Heal the giants. Abnormal giants. Oh, don't do anything else. Helps you unavailable because you do not have lying among your companions. Sure, why not? Let's have some giants. Passive opportunity to bolster the army with such strong fighters. With Zalfangs strongly endorses this decision. As long as we don't get me in trouble, I'm fine. Let's wait for this trigger. Maybe so. Let's see. Campaign. Stood still. You have a long trip ahead of you. On both sides, you have very long movement. So that's fine. Go back home, I think. If I actually even keep you. I mean, you don't really, apart from having a really high amount of, apart from having a really high amount of HP, it's not a useful unit, to be honest. Whoa! Besieged by an enemy. Where did he pop up from? I think I got like several days of sieging. At her current strength, she can handle both of them. He can one of them, but not the other. I mean, it would be good points for experience points for him. You can struggle that one, but it's fine. Right, again, not sure why enough there's... It'll be the first time he's fought in a while, so... Yeah. Wolf Riders. Stone throw. Well, they're doing damage, but at the same time they can kick back in the head, so... Hey, my inventory's gone back to 0. He's hitting him, but there's some things bounding the damage back on him. That's it. Actually, no, I can't cast, to be honest. I have had like none of those guys, so I need to. Oh, they're paladins, so. Where is I like running around in circles punching them? I wonder. Oh, is that him? Push! My first victory! Yay! I don't think I should do much combat, to be honest. I think I did a little bit. Hooray! Yay! I leveled up too! Yay! I have 4 people now! Yay! In fact, I actually picked up multiple things. Wow. Cool. Bless. Plus I can now buy more people. We are Inquisitors. Oh, we don't care about you. Oh. Fair enough. I don't want to not wanted. Okay, I don't have that many people. I'm starting to feel like, why can't I have all these people in the army? Oh, because I can't actually put that many people in the army. Yes. Good point. I don't know if that fort's gonna, how long that fort actually lasts for. So, there's the thing there. Not sure what to do with this army, this group. I mean, do I make that one get out of him, or do I make the other guys army the stack of I suppose I can keep these guys down here for now to sort of bolster any enemy forces that try and come through. No, I don't want your army to have that. I want your army to have something else. Demon base here, but I'm not sure how I guess you get to it. Well, actually in command mode. In Crusader mode. Now we can do things like, you know, save. And such. Oh, you go there. Ah. Cool. That sounds fun.
Sir? What? We just lost our two big guys.
Darn. I mean, they already lost a chunk of their forces though. In fact, the guys they've lost are actually the dangerous ones. Stinging cloud's going somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna hurt them a lot. We'll fight that and see if we can pelt these two. No. Nothing says, oh dear god, as good as. You know, slowly obliterating someone. These guys got punched, but we have the knights here ready to engage them. There goes one squad. Yeah, they're going for our they threw a punch and punched back in the head. Four up. They don't hit hard enough to get. I think so. On the other hand, I can pull them back to punch in the head. You know, they can kill by their own attacks. I don't know what's going on here, but they're actually getting murdered by their own attacks. The archers are free. I need more of these guys. More bandits. See, I can move. I got 2 more shots use of this. The sheer fact that these dredges are actually getting themselves killed. These dredges are actually killing themselves. We must have something like a retaliation on us. They're almost dead. They are dead. And with that, the commander falls. No. And all my losses are recovered. I get 3,000 XP. Nope, I get 37,000 XP actually. I want 37,000 XP. I want that much XP for my characters. Let's take a level up. Having pushed the enemy back to the strait, the Crusaders came to a reluctant halt. On the bank opposite stood a large army of demons. Any attempt to cross would bring catastrophic losses, so the officers ordered the construction of a temporary fortification on the banks. If demons want to try across the strait, they would meet an hostile reception, to say the least. Let's see. Okay, that leads up to there. Right. Building time. I'd like this actually be improved before I'll put a slice into this side. And then put the not supposed when I expand the size up, I'll put the Skeleton Spellcaster Lodge in. All this stuff builds logistics points. Well, it wants to give me more. I need ones that give me more military points. Let's get the military points from, you know, beating the living tar out of people. That I can do. Time to lift the siege. You know, I got a bad feeling about this fight. What would give you that idea? Fighting so far, we've lost over half our men. I mean, we are losing men left, right, they are losing men left, right, and center. So, it's half their numbers. Stun them. Kill them anyway, but stun them. One shot. Two shot. But I'm alive. She's not quite got the hang of your mage casting yet. Squish. Well, that's fine. We got ourselves some more points. I'm not 100% sure the stream's working. Or maybe my screen is frozen. Alright. What are you going to grumble at me with? Degrees! Strengthen the chain of command! Hooray! I must get that one. Doing points. My degrees. I'm not sure what quest I can actually perform right now. Middle game is all about that. That's waiting for them. That's on the way. Secret creation. I can't finish it in this chapter. I won't be finishing this chapter. It's fine. Mostly say that because to do it, some of the things I need are down here. Or over here. And I haven't gained access to the chapter requirement required to, in fact, reach those locations. So, here we must be. Let's go rest here.
Sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm. So, is my plumage an extension of my head? Focus, Seela.
I like that. Wait, does that mean that my plumage is an extension of my head? I've got speediness. Increase speed. Divine rituals, baby. I might have to spend the point the nail. Hey, the giants have arrived. Alright. They want me to meet a staff meeting. More staff meetings. Logistics isn't available right now. 2 more days for them. Letters, 2 more days. Commands. Not doing the experiment. I mean, we actually technically are on the end for stream, but, you know, we're here. We're actually, you know, slowly dropping in more bits. I mean, at the moment, our quests have sort of ended, in a sense, because to push forward, we need paths to open. At the moment, we can't open said paths. I mean, I could literally sit here and just, you know, jump days. Because... I know. Hi, Hasman. You up, criminal aura. Commander, permission to report. The army's disposition is growing dangerous. More and more soldiers express their distrust towards you and your mythical powers. They grumble in their lack of understanding of where you're leading them and what your plan is. What's worse, the wary have once more again emerged from among the officers. They are adding fuel to the fires of sedition. We've already had a case of direct insubordination. You have to win back the trust of the soldiers forthwith, or else the army will be paralysed. Some privates have already refused to march into battle. I suggest we make your strategy clear by setting up a bulletin board. It could have a new statement with your name on it every week. Every 2 weeks, you could invite delegates from your soldiers to ask any questions they may have. It feels like the soldiers are discouraged and dismayed. We should embolden them by reminding them that the crusade is about more than just death and danger. This is a time of camaraderie and valor too. Maybe you could adorn the city with an inspiring monument or two. Kind of lifts up your spirits when you walk past them by. Soldiers have the right to ask their generals questions, but they have no right to disobey orders simply because their curiosity isn't being satisfied. They are committing sabotage, and the penalty for sabotage is a court-martial. We'll buy new taverns for our soldiers and pour them free beer on the commander's behalf. That's the easiest way to win their favours. The wary, again. I thought we took care of that problem. Not completely, apparently. Why aren't... We haven't yet solved the main issue. Many officers still believe that the Queen herself should be in charge of the crusade. No matter how many feats you've achieved, they still consider you an upstart. We'll have to do something about them soon, but the unrest among soldiers is the most pressing matter at hand. What do you think of the wary? They're your comrades in arms, after all. I feel them as traitors, Commander. Hartman replies quickly and firmly, but his expression darkens for a moment. What is it they find? Is that my soldiers find worrying? Your physical powers. Yes, the duel secures one victory after another, but even the most loyal troops raise questions from time to time. They wonder, what are you? Are you immortal like the rest of us, or perhaps an emissary from other spheres? And if so, which ones? Are you truly fighting for the Crusades cause, or do you have your own ulterior motives? All this paves way for endless speculation. Well, to help ease their minds, I will inform them I'm becoming a devil, so they should feel happy about that. Commander, I don't think that's going to ease their minds. See you later. I have doubts that explaining battle strategy will help our people in any way. They're fighting a brutal war, maybe the worst war in glory in history. They're exhausted and scared. If we want to help them, we have to give them courage. Not only making an effort, but I would also suggest adorning our fortress with monuments, not grim ones, but something heroic or uplifting. That way, soldiers who are about to march out, or just marched in, will be able to smile at them like old friends. I had a marble friend like that once. The recruits in our order believed that rubbing the hilt of his stone sword, would bring you good luck. Dismissing mutinous talk of exhaustion and lack of support is fundamentally wrong. Those with conscience serve well and true as it is, without question. However, those who can afford doubt and ignore their orders are a step away from becoming deserters, who will remain deaf to any pleas and arguments, and even more so to inspiring embellishments. Reggie? The inciters' bodies hanging from the gallows will answer any and all questions. Sedition must be extinguished swiftly and mercilessly. It's absurd to even consider convincing these or appeasing the doubtful. That could be more counterproductive. The sight of hanged bodies will absolutely stop the soldiers from asking questions, but it won't stop them from thinking them. For example, will they hang me next? Did I make a mistake by joining this army? Isn't it about time I made a run for it? Darian? There's a century-old cure for grouches and complainers. Alcohol and a little cheer. We'll build more taverns, supply them with strong beer, and treat the soldiers once or twice. Courtesy of the Treasury. They'll leave their doubts behind in the blink of an eye and proclaim you the best and most beloved commander who's ever lived. I'll be the first to agree that taverns are a good thing to have, but they're not enough to support the army's fighting spirit. If we don't give our soldiers something more than drinks, our taverns will just become places to drown their sorrows or vent their frustrations through brawls. The soldiers will understand you, then you must bridge the gap between you and them. Create means of direct communication, so to speak. We'll set up a bulletin board, and that will simply keep everyone informed of the situation on the front and the basics of our strategies. In addition, we'll set up times when once every 2 weeks, the soldiers can send delegates to you and ask any lingering questions. A general is under no obligation to report to their soldiers. They'll end up disrupting your every word and second-guessing your orders before you know it. In some exceptional cases, a general may seek counsel from experienced veterans. Turning your headquarters into a thoroughfare is the surest way to destroy your authority. A bulletin board, pray tell how many of our soldiers can actually read. Maybe we should engrave this board with some obscene cardings. It would really be useful. Chance to act twice during impulsive combat and minus 3% chance to skip each fort. Challenge reduce all morale effects in combat by 10%. Only one time it can be held in each fort. Gallows increase the chance of the skip action due to negative combat morale by 3% for all units. Only one gallows will be built. A monument provides all units with a plus 5% bonus chance to act twice. You know what? We'll have monuments. Will do. Yay! We're gonna put up statues. We should be getting that the good stuff next turn. Ah, good. This is my thing. So... oh, it's not anything past. Where is she? There she is. Into the army you go. Some extra manpower. She's in a spot where she can actually jump to anything coming from the direction. Will you, big? Jesus H. Christ. I'm sorry, but can we have 100 of these guys? That's 8k in a hit. With 700 HP, they need at least... they need to be hitting for nearly 1,000 just to do any damage to them. Oh, that's what you call size 2. Size 5.5 more like. Alright, you're going to the other guy's army.
Hello.
This army would be big. I mean, those are only two of them. Yeah, they only hit for 180 damage because there's only two of them. But it takes 714 points of damage before you actually kill one. You get 10 of these guys, that's only 800, sure. But that's 7k in HP. Even my archer would struggle to kill more than one at a time. Okay, you might just get retrained. Let's go in units. It'll be these guys. But, eesh. Hi. Things are happening. Bastion's fortress upgrade. One fort and bastion can be upgraded. A group of brave elven warriors from Kione have arrived in Dresden to take their revenge on the demons for Calisia's death. It was their dark intrigue that ruined her and pushed her into the embrace of the dark fate. But she still found the strength to fight against evil. One should not expect anything less from her comrades. I will take 50 marksmen. Call for reserve. Sure. Right, you're still... why is it... oh yeah, because someone's going to be upgraded. You know what, we'll do it to the first guy, because... sure. He's now a fortress. Let's scroll up. So what's his icon look like now? Ooh, much nicer. This is a massive fort place. You should come on like your own armies. Wow, you're huge. So this is the biggest. Military Academy. Yeah, so these guys are way... Right, so if I put training ground here, as the military increased, each one of these boosts I think so. Both general energy, which is fine, whole strategy. Woohoo! Oh wow. Man, you're big. Okay, whole strategy is huge. Okay, you need to like really figure out monument. Yeah, you need to like think in advance, like I want to build this. Different out. So that's a lot of buildings. I don't think they get any bigger than that. Which is fine by me. Cloth reserves are on the way. Royal Parade, rank up. Logistics to form, what's that? Seven days for that one. Okay, update. A reformed Leisure Council close of rest thing. Important inspection, fear on the surface. Fear on the surface. A group of Mongols arrives in Dresden. The hunters been brave in their underground caves, but they have lost their nerve on the surface. They're scared of sunlight and disoriented by open spaces, and feel perturbed when familiar opponents. However, Wendelog is convinced that this fear will pass once the underground warriors have spilled blood of their foes and experience their first victory. I'm pretty sure I did do that. Okay, we'll have some fighters. An important inspection. A group of officials from Eurozone is on the way to Dresden. They want to inspect how well the crusade is organized. Where should they receive? Cold. Lavish. And get free this one. 600 military experience points. The policy's there. I don't know if it can go up in all right yet. Bring them to the front lines. Let's get some military points. Yeah, show them things as they are. Let's find some kind of fault, but found none, and begrudgingly admitted that the crusade was organised expertly to increase support for the authorities. Ha 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 ha. There's your right. Nothing past it. All reserves finished. Okay, so campaign. Another army. Oof. I'd love to even send those guys down to her. We'll send them off to him. He's the one with the Hedge Knight, with the Hell Knight, so it's fine. It'll take a turn to get there anyway. There you go down to her in the south. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, bandits. Duelists. Oh, too many men. She has a little. Not you. Yeah, she got duels with these guys, so that should be fine. And she hit the marksman because I just sent a squad of marksmen over to the other guy. Nope, you get Wolf Rider when they come available. You know, it wouldn't hurt to give her a big squadron of this guys, because she hasn't had a major squad improvement for a while. Oh, that's a lot of men. Not you. So yeah, she's got a squad. You can have the riders are yours. Get some paladins, and then next time, or some Hedge Knights, Hell Knight, Infernal Knights for you. But yeah, you know what, let's call it for this one. I mean, it's starting to. I think we're starting to actually get a bit. It's going, some steam going. But in terms of units, something to do at the moment for our actual main party, there's not a lot because, well, unfortunately, a lot of locations, quest locations have been sorted out. Yep. Hurlrun. Greetings, you Knight Commander. The Old Inquisitor doesn't allow himself to suspect you openly, but you can tell from the way he is your title that he does not approve your appointment. Hurlrun, Sharphoke, Prelate of Carnarvos. I have come here at the Queen's command to be at your disposal. I have reinforcements with me, top-notch fighters from Mendev. They've all been personally vetted by myself for trustworthiness, and one of them is champion at the bit to fight for the Crusade. How are things in Carnarvos? We're gradually rebuilding, seeing not what it was, of course, but it's no longer a pile of rubble either. Goddess willing, time will restore it to its former glory. I return to Carnarvos now. No, Commander. I am part of reinforcements. The Queen commanded me to remain in Dresden and aid the defences. I am ready to carry your orders, Commander. Any time, day or night. Yeah, Hurlrun's back. Ah, yes, Commander. This is Corporal Nicol Barty. He was detained while stealing army property. In interrogation, he admitted to being one of the leaders of the Fellows of the Crusade. Based on his accounts, we've identified and arrested the rest of the leaders of the Fellows. The law says this kind of offence in wartime is once a noose. But they are soldiers after all. We fought more than once. Rotten, hanging your comrades. I say we boot them all the way to Nerosian in chains. Then we try like common thieves. They'll serve their time, and hopefully this sort of excuse of bandits will wise up a bit. What bandits? Bandits wouldn't or hightail it from Dresden. These guys are alright. We can use them for things. Don't split on your mates. Yeah, well, that's no. Let's tuck them away at some far-off garrison, and if anybody asks, we'll say they liked it. They have stumbled, they are criminals, but they are also mortals who've chosen to risk their lives in order to stop demonic invasion. Sure, that mitigates their guilt, at least a little. There's no need for trials or gallows. could show mercy and give them a chance to atone for what they've done. These innocent dogs dare lay a finger on the master's property. They must be punished, not only by the gallows, that won't scare anyone, have them ripped to pieces in front of the ranks. I did what I did. Nicola looks at you defiantly. I won't lie, I'll tell you everything. You can do what you want, pardon me if you like, or if not, go ahead and execute me. Here's how it went. In the last battle, some of our company ran into enemies with infectious plague. They got back to the barracks, half of them came down with something. They were hot as coals and raving, crying green slime instead of tears. And the smell, they were rotting alive. The healers helped everyone they could, blessed them, but there were just weren't enough healing potions for everyone. So my guys are lying there, rotting away, quartermasters. That cur just shrugs. We're out, he says, looking at me all smug. Well, we roughed him up a little, checked his cabinet, and what do you know? He did have potions, a whole crate of them. Ran straight back to the infirmary and we saved our friends. That's what it was. And that was it. They shackled us and brought us to you for judgment. If you think I'm a criminal, then fine, send to me. But I reckon the real criminals are the quartermasters. They sit there, fucking happy, holding all the goods the kingdoms gave them. Meanwhile, we're flopping around in the dirt and the blood, and if we need anything, the answer's always the same. We're out. Corporal Barclay got to mention that he beat the quartermaster over to death and left him to bleed out. It's a miracle the poor man's still breathing. And that the healing potions were intended for the command staff. The quartermaster had an order. He was to die sooner than anyone steal items of strategic importance. The death of a trained officer is a much heavier blow than the death of a common soldier. Without capable officers, our losses would grow tenfold. He also failed to mention a dozen previous cases of theft which cannot be neatly excused by touching concern for his comrades. And a whole warehouse worth of stolen goods he stashed near the city walls. No way around it, lads. Lads, you've been caught. We have to punish you, otherwise we can kiss goodbye to any sense of order. You can't put it all on us. We're soldiers. We're told to survive the fight of the day. That's exactly what we're doing. It's our blood that pays for our victories. Well, actually, no, I do beat the living tar out of bigger demons than you guys fight. Like who? Oh, I don't know. Minago. The super enhanced demons. You know, the ones that nearly killed everybody. Don't count? I think it does count a lot. I go after the mega guys who would slaughter you guys left, right and centre. And if we're winning and Mendev still can't give us what we need, then they're scumbags, not us. We could grab something straight from the caravans without going through the quartermasters we managed. But now you got those stuffy Nerosians following the carts around. I bet they've never seen a demon in their lives. And all they're good for is threatening our comrades with spears. No one will force a resort to desperate measures. Oh, that's to describe somebody who desperately doesn't want a thing. You pulled me out from behind bars in Canabras. You never regretted it once since. Actually, I don't answer that. Anyway, what I mean is, they may be thieves, but they're still here. In the world's god's down's wound. Fighting demons, even though they could have been miles away from here by now if they wanted. Alright, they messed up, but these are our guys, and we need them in this war. Save their skins for now, and they'll be loyalty forever. Hush this all up, and keep it out of court, and send them off to some remote fort somewhere. Kindness, just you wait. They'll fight for you until the day they die. Or we win. These dogs don't know the meaning of gratitude. The only thing they understand is fear. If we let them go now, every scumbag in your army will know we're weaklings. We'll be robbed with impunity. We're more than an army. We're crusaders. A holy brotherhood. I protect the beautiful world from as to evil. These people have committed a crime and need to be punished. But we can't treat them like common marauders. There can be no place for whips and gallows on this sacred march. Spare them. Give them a chance to atone. It's just for me. You'll see. It'll work out better than most severe punishment. When the log. Servants have lost their fear and dared to put a streaky finger on the master's possessions. This can't be forgiven, although we completely out of hand. This one and his henchmen need to be quartered in plain sight, and the rest need to remember. You even look at something that belongs to the master, and don't ever forget to pay a cut for whatever you find, no matter how or where you got it. If anyone pulls a stunt like that again, I'll skin them alive myself. That's the kind of discipline you need, if you want to nip this insolence in the bud. It's horrible. How can we do this to our own comrades, our crusaders? And how can we call ourselves crusaders afterwards? We're at war, and in war there's only one sentence for this type of thing: execution in front of the ranks. But warriors of the Crusade should get some sort of leniency for their past deeds, shouldn't they? I have looked into the records of every fellow, and let me say this: none of them have ever faltered in combat. None have ever abandoned their comrades. They fought with daring and bravery. They've given it their all, and the other soldiers respect them. It feels awful to hang people like that. We'll send them to Nerosian and let the judge give them 5 or so years of hard labour. It says it clear in your. They say it clears your head right up. Yeah, they clearly forgot that in Mendev. Only noble and rich people are allowed to steal. Oh, pardon me, not steal. Collect taxes and care for their wealthy selves. And if simple lads grab a loaf without permission, because he's starving to death, his option the gallows or hard labour. Man, love this country we're protecting. O'Shea of finance, military increase by 33%. Joe gain the salvage feat, so they gain 500 points. And she does everything increases by 5%. That's effect of positive morale. I mean, Wilder's thing's not bad, pushing up and all that lot. But I think I'd rather have this, because it gives send the message that, yeah, we're not just going to hang you, so we'll take what you've done in the past in consideration, but you steal supplies, and he had a whole warehouse of them. Yeah. Thank you, Commander. I was not looking forward to executing the comrades, but this way we can punish these idiots, as well as showing the Neresian they still have a grip on troublemakers. Oh, that does it for our fellow problem. Who knows, maybe our supply situation is finally sorted, and we'll have to assemble the logistics council in full again. We can only hope. Well, hey! That was actually all stats. That was unexpected. We got the middle game done. These are things, mostly because I think these masks that we need don't appear on the areas we're standing. Same for that. So just got secrets create. The only one that actually failed this campaign will end this chapter is this one. You know what? I may have to do another stream and see if we can push ourselves towards getting this going down to the abyss, because that actually sounds very interesting. Hey. Quest solved. Damn, we have been pushed for goods on this one. I mean, we have a good stack. We got a lot of spells. We got a lot of gear. Not as much cash as I used to have, though. Fuel form 4. Okay, there's gotta be something I can put where you can put like that on. Get that effect. Didn't do anything, but damn, I want to put it on the guys. We are Doom Guy. Oh no, you actually have something. Yeah, you have that, which gives you attack rolls. Multiple effect applications affect stack, so it can go up and you just Physical Perfection. We only have a +2 version of this, but if I could get a really, really high-end version of this, I'd be well happy. Strength, Dexterity, Constitution. That on characters like him, Sheila, Greybor, Olbrig. Which one isn't in his Griffin form? Oh yeah, this is a Shifter's form. The mask is underneath. But yeah, with that on, he is now better. You know, Carnage. In Flame. Leather coat. Oh. We'll sort this one out. He's not getting gear with his hands because his natural weapons, actually do a lot of damage. Because when he turns into Griffins, he gets like sharp claws. So his athletics is actually higher, but it's hide armor. Ooh, wait, do we have a hide armor 4? We do have a hide armor 4. Yeah. Improvement. It would be nice if we got a lot more points though. However, we are at 597. We only need 635. You know, it's not that far away. But that's also for next time. So when we come back, probably sort some inventory and then do some more day skipping because we currently don't have anything to do until the Queen gets here for opening the door. But again, that's all for next time. So until then, folks, until then, I'll catch you all later. I need to be safe. See ya.